are a few of my favorite things.
Hey everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome back to my channel for another video. So I am going to be sharing with you some of my current favorites. It's been a few months since I've done a favorites video. I think maybe my 2018 favorites, like the roundup for the year, was the last favorites video I did, and I have some things that are so good that I've been loving that I'm really excited to share with you. These are like current favorites slash winter favorites because it's been in the last 3 or 4 months that I've been enjoying a lot of these items. Right now we have probably 10 inches of snow on the ground. It is currently snowing outside. It's a gorgeous winter wonderland out there, and I thought it was the perfect day to sit down and film a video and to just chat with you guys about some of the stuff that I have been loving. So before we get started, I do want to give just a little disclaimer. None of this is sponsored, and that's how it always is in my favorites videos, whether it's like a monthly or a seasonal favorites video. I am never being paid by the brands to talk about these items, but if you are curious to learn a little bit more or you want to check them out for yourself, I will have links in the description box for you guys to follow. So let's hop into it. Alrighty, let's start off with some skincare. So in my 2018 favorites video, you guys saw me rave about the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliating Treatment. And I knew I was almost done with that bottle that I had had for over a year. So even though this has a high price tag, it lasted me way longer than any other skincare item that I have in my collection. When I went to purchase my new bottle, I was on Sephora and I saw that there were bundles available to try other products from this line. Normally, the exfoliating treatment costs about $80 on its own for the 1 fluid ounce size, which is, it sounds so expensive, but again, it lasts a really long time and it does a phenomenal job. But then they had this plus the Exfoliate Cleanser and the Exfoliate Glow, which is a face lotion. These three were bundled together for $55. Now the favorite of mine is the facial lotion, the Exfoliate Glow Moisturizer. This is the best facial moisturizer I have ever used, and that's no surprise to me because of how much I loved this. Now the facial cleanser, like it's an everyday cleanser, it's not really anything for me to write home about. It's an okay cleanser, but on its own I probably won't repurchase it, but because it was in the 3 bundle, of course I'm going to use it. But this moisturizer is so silky smooth, and there's just something about it. There's an ingredient in here that makes my skin so smooth and nice and plump. I'm totally like an affordable drugstore makeup, drugstore shampoo sort of girl, totally. But when I find something that is so good and outperforms everything else that I've tried, and when I find it for a way better price, like in this sort of situation with purchasing the bundle, I'm absolutely gonna share it with you guys because it has been so nice for my skin. So layering on the moisturizer after using the exfoliator is just like the perfect duo. I love it so much. Okay, so some makeup items, and still talking about skin because that's really my favorite thing to focus on for my beauty routine. Something that has really perfected my skin and really been a wonderful base for my makeup is the Tarte Clean Slate Primer. So Tati here on YouTube has been talking about this Tarte primer for a couple of years now, and every time I saw her use it, I was like, I've got to get my hands on that. And so I had some gift cards after Christmas, and I decided to pick up my own in Ulta, and I love this. It's a thick, putty sort of texture, very different from other primers that I have used before, but when you warm it up to your skin and really press it in and work it into the pores, it smooths everything out. It fills in your pores. It makes any texture that you have on the skin kind of melt all together. When I have been working hard, or when I've like gone to an event or have heavier makeup, or just been in like a social setting where I'm talking a lot, my makeup tends to settle into my lines and I get a little shiny here on my forehead. And I've noticed that when I use this primer, Everything is still smooth by the end of the day. It has controlled any oil that would start to peek through, and my Physicians Formula foundation that I use layers beautifully over it. I actually used this primer as the base for my sister Christina's makeup on her wedding day. I did her bridal makeup and it turned out absolutely gorgeous, and it lasted a really long time. So I did her makeup around noon, like between noon and 1 is when this product went on her face, and at 8:30 at night she asked for a touch-up, and I looked at her face and there was barely any shininess, and my sister Christine is actually quite oily when it comes to her skin type. So this worked for me on the dry side as well as my sister on the oily side. So it definitely is a wonderful product in my opinion. It definitely has a higher price tag than like my drugstore primers that I like to use, but I can get away with using just the smallest amount, and it makes a huge difference for my foundation and for how long my makeup wears throughout the day. So this is definitely worth the investment. I was looking, again, for my sister's bridal makeup, I was looking for a dupe to the Urban Decay Naked Palettes shade called Toasted. One day, a couple of weeks before the wedding, when I was practicing my sister's makeup, we were using that palette and I fell in love with that Urban Decay shade. And so I went on the hunt to find something that I could get so I wouldn't have to buy the whole palette, but just get the individual shade. And you can buy that individual shade through Urban Decay, but there are dupes that are much less expensive. And I believe this is absolutely a dupe. This is from the Disney Designer Collection from ColourPop, which I think is so cute. And this is the shade So This Is Love, which my favorite Disney princess by far is Cinderella. I watched that movie every single day of my life from like age 2 to 4 years old. I was obsessed, and So This Is Love is one of the songs from that movie, and I love this eyeshadow. It is a rose gold metallic with kind of a mauve purple undertone, and I just pat this all over my eyelids and it is absolutely stunning. It's kind of multi-dimensional, so you can kind of put it all over the lid and into the crease, and the part that is in the crease reflects the light in a different way than the part that's on the lid, and so it kind of looks like you're wearing a couple of different shadows, which is really nice because it's very, very versatile and it's so easy to put an eye look together. And so I used this on my eyes as well for my sister's wedding, and the look really came together. It was absolutely gorgeous. And then another thing from the Disney Designer Collection at ColourPop, when I was ordering this shadow, I also wanted to try one of their Luxe lips, and this shade is absolutely gorgeous. This is Ariel, which is my second favorite Disney princess. So this Ariel shade is a gorgeous brown toned warm nude, which I don't typically go for warm nudes because I feel like sometimes they make my teeth look yellowy, but this one does not. This is the first Luxe lipstick that I've tried from ColourPop, and I'm really impressed with the formula. It's matte without being drying, and so when you put just a very light layer on, it doesn't look patchy at all, but it can be nice and sheer at the same time. And then you can layer it up and make it much more bold, and like a clear balm or a gloss layers really well on top without it like slip sliding or like bleeding out to the corners or the edges of your lips. So I absolutely love this formula, love this color. I definitely want to try more. A brand that I've never tried until now is Glossier. I see them all the time on Instagram. I see them in other YouTubers' videos all the time, and I wanted to try something from them. So I made an order and I included their product, the Boy Brow, in that order, and this has been absolutely life-changing when it comes to putting my eyebrows on. I'm gonna need to get myself a new bottle because this is the only product that I've been using for like 3 months now, and I can have my eyebrows done in 45 seconds. And they're done. And I am not the most meticulous. I don't have Instagram brows. I don't have perfectly carved out matchy brows. That's just not my style. On my natural days, on my everydays, even when I'm like having no makeup on, I will just brush a little bit of this through my brows, and it makes a huge difference. This adds pigment, it adds shape, it helps me fill them in, but the formula also helps my brows stay where they are. It's like a pencil, pomade, and gel all in one. Super, super easy. I love this product so much. One more makeup item and then we're moving on. This is the Pixi highlighter in the shade Delicate Dew, the Glowy Gossamer Duo. And this is my new holy grail highlight, face highlight, eyeshadow, everything. You can put this all over the face and it would be gorgeous. I think my favorite thing about this is that it's not glittery. Like this gorgeous sort of wet sheen to my face without looking sparkly. It's exactly what I want in a highlight, and I use the pink side more. I have cool undertones to my skin, and so pink highlights really work for my skin. But the gold side I think will be one that I will use in the summertime for a highlight, because that would work when I'm a little bit more tan. But you could mix these colors together. Like I said earlier, I use them as eyeshadows all the time. I've been using this for a little while and I've hardly made a dent into it. So Pixi products tend to be just a little bit more expensive than the other products at the drugstore, like at Target, but their products last a really long time and they perform really well. You guys know one of my holy grail items for my makeup collection is the Pixi Milky Mist, and I also love the It's Judy Time eye palette. So Pixi has some really standout products, and I can't believe it took me this long to try their highlighters. This is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so let's talk about some clothing. You guys probably have called it already. I'm gonna share something from Old Navy with you. This is the Old Navy button-up. This is called the Classic Shirt. I will have the links below for you guys to check them out, but they are so comfortable and soft, so versatile. This is the first one that I got with these gray vertical stripes, which I think is a very classic. It can be dressed up or dressed down. It's very versatile in my closet. I have worn this so many times. I have found myself wearing these shirts as just like a normal everyday shirt to, you know, bum around the house in. They're that comfortable, but they're also nice enough that I can put them with a nicer pair of pants and my cute little booties and wear it to church and have it be something that's not so casual. They're always having sales at Old Navy. I think I got these for around $8 or $9 a piece during their clearance event. And I actually was looking on the app this morning and they just added some more styles, like some more colors. So I might just have to pick up a couple more. So this year for Christmas, one of my dear friends gave me a Nordstrom gift card, which was so generous. And I had my eye on something for months that I was thinking about getting, and it just so happened that when I got that gift card, the item that I was wanting went on sale. It was just meant to be. So I ordered the jacket that you guys have seen all over Instagram and YouTube. I think all the bloggy moms have this jacket. This is the Thread and Supply Wubby Fleece Pullover, and it is so stinking soft. You guys know I had that Old Navy chunky fleece sweatshirt, and I still wear it. It's quite comfortable, and I actually got it on a really good sale through ThredUp, but it does not compare to the softness of this. And the reason I wanted to get this was not just how it looks, because the Old Navy one looks very similar. But for Christmas this year, I was putting the gift together for my sister Anna, and one of the things that I picked up for her was actually in Marshall's, and they had this same brand, Thread and Supply, with the Wubby fleece material in a vest form. And as soon as I felt that, I was like, okay, I think I need the sweatshirt now, because I can't imagine how absolutely cozy this would be. So that's why it went into my wish list at Nordstrom, and I was so blessed to have that gift card to finally like make the purchase and make it happen. And I am so glad I did. This is worth every penny, and I think I got it for like $40, and normally it's $99. I think it would even be worth $99, honestly. I have lived in this sweater. It is so warm, and it's been pretty cold here. With 10 inches of snow on the ground, you can imagine how pretty cold it is. And so this has been so nice and cozy. I wear it inside my house. I wear it outside when I go run errands, when I go drop the boys off at preschool. This is all I've been wearing, and I'm not apologizing for it. It's like a teddy bear in a coat. My next clothing or accessory favorite is my necklace. You guys have seen this in several of my videos lately. I wear this all day, every day. I even sleep and shower in this necklace. I probably shouldn't. Weston got this for me for Christmas. The necklace has 3 little discs on it, and it has my kids' initials on each of them. I love how it reflects the light and how it's just very, very simple, but also really pretty at the same time. And I can wear it with anything. I wear this every day with just whatever I'm wearing in my house, but I also wore this to my sister Christina's wedding when I was her matron of honor. Weston got it off of Etsy, so I'll have him share the shop that he found it at, and I will share that link with you guys in the description box, just like everything else. The quality is obviously really nice because it has held up so well to like every single day wear, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so moving on to some things in our house. We've added a couple of things over the past few months, starting with this teapot that my friend Teresa gave me for Christmas, and I absolutely love this thing. It's a very simple infusion style glass teapot. It's very pretty to look at it and see the tea steeping inside. I don't really like opaque teapots, but the glass one is just absolutely gorgeous, and I've really been enjoying making like herbal teas in it. Right now I have sworn off coffee. I can't really even have decaf coffee right now. I'm working with my GI doctor because of some of the tummy issues that I've been dealing with for the last few years, and she has me cutting out all caffeine and pretty much all coffee, even decaf, because it's quite acidic. So I've been going the tea route and the non-caffeinated tea route, and I'm so thankful that my friend Teresa gave this to me because I've been using it every day. I don't know which one she got me exactly, but I will link a very similar one in the description box for you guys. And the last thing that I've been loving in our home lately is this new rug that I got for our master bedroom. So little by little, my husband and I have been just adding little touches to our master bedroom just to refresh the space and to make it sort of just this tranquil haven for us to go to bed in. And one of the things I was looking for, like one of the last pieces I needed, was a rug. And right after Christmas, Target was having a rug sale, like 30% off one rug, any rug, and I found this one. It's normally $99, and so I got it for like 69 bucks, which is awesome. I wanted a really high pile, like really shaggy, furry rug, but it could not be wool. I needed it to be cotton or polyester, and this rug is absolutely what I wanted. I like the dark charcoal to contrast with our white bedding and the light paint color on our walls, and then I like the white sort of cream colored pattern throughout. It's exactly what I wanted, and I found it on a killer deal. It's super soft and comfortable, easy to take care of. It gets an A+ from me, and it doesn't shed, which is awesome. So for the kids category, I have a couple of things to share, just a couple, but in light of this snowpocalypse that we have going on in Seattle, I have a couple of items that we have loved in the snow time. First of all, these snow gloves from Target, super affordable. They're the elbow length snow gloves, and so they actually have this extra cuff, like there's the traditional cuff for around your wrist, and then there's this extra cuff that goes up almost to a kid's elbow, and it has like this nice snug elastic around it, and no snow makes its way in there. And then they also have a Velcro strap that keeps everything really nice and snug on their hands. And one of the things I hated when I was little was when my gloves would go flying off of my hands, because I have really skinny, narrow wrists and hands. It didn't matter how small the gloves were, they would always come flying off of my hands. And I've seen that happen to my kids too with other gloves that they've had, but not with these. These are amazing. And again, super affordable. And then another thing from Target are their like Gore-Tex winter rain boots. These are perfect to be rain boots because they're rubbery, completely waterproof, but these are also awesome for the snow, not only because they're waterproof, but because they keep their feet warm. These keep their feet warm, I think, to like 17 degrees, which is awesome. And I think if it's any colder than that outside, kids probably shouldn't be playing outside. So they stay nice and warm and dry. These have been so beat up, super comfortable, not like totally flat bottomed like a lot of those like fireman sort of rain boots, the basic rain boots. They definitely have some contour and some support. So I have these for the boys, and I wanted to get Haley's size in these, but she's a size 4 or 5, and these, the smallest for these was 6. So I went with the girls version, the toddler girls version, and these are a 5, and they're a bit big on her, but I double up her socks anyway to keep her that much more warm, and they work great. I'm adding a category to my favorites videos because you guys know that I am starting sort of just a new genre of videos here on this channel, all about like self-improvement, self-help, and just like living your best life basically, and improving yourself and growing and learning. And so I want to sort of add a little category to my favorites when I come across something that helps me do that. And I have a couple of things today. First of all, I have this book. This is called Wild Things: The Art of Nurturing Boys. This is by Stephen James and David Thomas. They're both counselors, professionals. They know what they're talking about. And this book, I've read 3/4 of the way through it, and it has opened my eyes so much to the heart of boys. I was raised with all girls until I was close to 12 years old, and then my little brother was born. And then it took a few years for his boyishness to really impact my life. And by that time, I was nearing adulthood. And so I don't really have experience being around boys and things that the boys are doing as 4-year-olds, 4.5-year-olds. It's really taking me by surprise. It's throwing me for a loop. And I went on my Instagram and I posted a photo, and I was just asking you guys in the caption, like, just share with me how you connect with your sons, because some days I'm really at a loss. It's just something that I've been going through in this season. I'm not despairing over it. I'm not without hope, because I know that, God's got my back in this situation, but I was looking for a little bit of direction. And I kid you not, I had ordered this book right like 10 minutes before I posted that photo on my Instagram, and someone commented, "You gotta get Wild Things, you've gotta get that book." So that was all the confirmation that I needed, and I have just been reading this so much. It gives so much insight into how they perceive the world around them, and I've been seeing it from my point of view as a mom, as a female, looking through my eyes at these crazy little boys. I see bad behavior and frustration and a difficulty like trying to connect with them, and my eyes have just absolutely been opened. So this self-help book has just been awesome. So awesome. Another self-help resource that I have absolutely loved in the past, I want to say 2.5, 3 months, has been the website called Skillshare. I'm sure you guys have heard about it here on YouTube, because I think Skillshare actually works with YouTubers quite often. I learned about them through a YouTuber I was watching, and I, followed their link and used their code to get like the first 2 months free or something like that. And I have loved learning so many different things. I've taken a couple of courses. One of them was actually like a knives basics course when I got this new set of knives. Absolutely awesome to be able to learn from people who know exactly what they're doing, and it's like taking a class online, but it's way less expensive. I think like a membership is like around $10 a month or something like that, and it's like totally open, like you can take whatever course and class you want. And another class I was taking was a music course. You guys know, if you saw my 2019 goals, something that I have wanted to invest more time into is really working on my music skills, and I've let my music side really go to the wayside in the last several years, becoming a mom, doing YouTube as a business. It's just really taken over everything else, but I miss that side, that what I would do with music, and I've lost a little bit of my skill. And so that's actually what drew me to Skillshare, was the ability to learn some basics and to really grow my skills and grow my knowledge. There's so much on that website that I haven't even dived into. There's so many genres, so many courses to take. So I don't have a code through them because I'm not working with them, but I will leave a link in the description box, and maybe you guys can search around YouTube and see if one of your favorite YouTubers has a code with them. But absolutely a wonderful resource. I am someone who loves to learn, I am like a student for life. I love learning things and gaining knowledge, and this is an incredible resource and very, very affordable in my opinion. Alrighty, and that is everything that is in my current favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the things that I have been loving lately, and I always love getting your suggestions too, so let me know in the comments what you have been loving in the winter months. I know for the people in the southern hemisphere it's like your summer months, so just let me know what are some of the things that you've been loving, whatever season it is for you. But this is the roundup of some cozy items and some really awesome products that I have absolutely loved. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That really lets me know what you enjoy seeing on this channel, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell button because I might be changing up my upload schedule soon, and I have some bonus videos planned over the next few months. So if you don't want to miss any of the new videos that go up, make sure you have your notifications turned on, hit the bell, request all notifications be sent your way so you don't miss when I upload. I hope you all have a wonderful day wherever you're at. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you later.